The first time I wore these was actually on my birthday a couple of months. Underneath all this scarf, I've got several to all this scarf. Wow. Thank God I ain't doing English at uni, do you know what I mean? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my first attempt at favourites. I'm going to share with you a few of the things that I was into last month. First, I'm going to start with this Dark and Lovely Au Naturale Anti-Shrinkage Curl Defining Cream Glaze. I bought this off of Superdrug's website back in, I want to say November. I went natural in September of 2013, and since then I've been trying to figure out what kind of products to use on my hair. Lately I've been adopting the lock method to do my hair, so liquid, oil, cream, and this is the cream product I've been using. It says on top that you should use this to get the look of loose spirals and curls. It does a lot for my hair. I really like this. It smells so good. Oh gosh, there's a bit of hair in there. I was going to show you, but damn. It's quite thick. Yeah. Let me not do that before the whole thing tips on the floor. It kind of moves like Angel Delight. It totally moves like Angel Delight to me. Oh damn, seconds away from tipping it on the floor. Can I calm down? I use it for when I'm gonna do twist outs on my hair. Literally used it just yesterday. Hair's currently in phase 1 of the twist out. It's got mango oil and bamboo milk in it, and I actually feel like the anti-shrinkage thing is true. I bought this instead of buying the Shea Moisture stuff. If you don't know, Superdrug sells Shea Moisture online and in some of their stores now as well. Superdrug was having a deal on their Shea Moisture stuff. It was something like buy one get one half price, but what I wanted wasn't included in the deal, so I saw this instead, and it costs way less than Shea Moisture does. I'm not sure how much it is. I'll find out how much this is and I'll put it across the screen. And they were doing 3 for 2, so I bought this Curl Defining Cream Glaze, their Knot Out Conditioner, and then I also bought their, no, instead of trying to guess, let me just, okay, so this is the other one that I got. It's the Coil Moisturizing Souffle, where the Curl Defining Cream Glaze gives loose spirals and curls. This one gives tight curls and coils. I haven't used this one yet because I don't really want them to be open at the same time. Once I open and use this, I'll let you know how it goes. But for the meantime, this Curl Defining Cream Glaze is the business. So the next thing I want to share with you guys is a pair of eyelashes, and it's the Eylure Definition number 121 lashes. I really love how these look on my eyes. The first time I wore these was actually on my birthday a couple of months. So the first time I wore these lashes, the first time I wore these lashes was on my birthday a couple of months back. Of all the lashes I've tried, which being honest isn't actually that many, these are my favourite so far. My natural eyelashes are pretty non-existent. I'm trying to use castor oil on them right now to darken them up, and I don't need volumizing, to be honest. They couldn't be curlier, but I want them to be a little longer and maybe a bit darker. I feel like when you look at my eyes, it looks like I have no eyelashes, which I got from my mum. My dad has nice eyelashes and so does my sister. I think it's a bit of a joke. These are really great. I got them on sale. I bought them on ASOS a little while ago. I feel like I bought these for around £3 when they were on sale on ASOS. So I think that's not bad. Every single pair of lashes I bought on sale. I avoid paying full price. They're full price. I think they're around £5.99. The glue that comes with it isn't my favourite. I use the Revlon lash glue to apply these. That stuff is strong. You don't want to make any mistakes with your eyelashes because once they're on, they're not going anywhere. That Revlon lash glue should actually be included here, but I don't really know where it is right now. But just take my word for it, the Revlon lash glue is actually the business. If you want a lash that's full but also not too dark, then I feel like these are a good pair of lashes for you to try. Next thing I want to show you guys is this Boots Traditional Skincare Glycerin and Rosewater Toner. I love this. I'm about halfway through and this actually is the business. I won't say too much about it here because I do plan on doing a review, so look out for that. I don't quite know how old it is. On the front it says Boots Specialist since 1900. I don't know that this has been around since 1900, but it's been around a while and it's good, guys. Sometimes simple is all that you need. It says on the front that it's toning and moisturizing, and it really is. I feel like it softens my skin so much to the point that sometimes I forget that I haven't actually creamed my face yet. It's not just for the face. You can apply it to your face, your neck and your hands. I haven't used it on my hands yet, but I might. And I love the smell as well. I don't know how to describe the scent. The smell is quite strong, so if you are turned off by fragrances or they bother you, then maybe this isn't so good. I don't know how much, do I know how much anything is today? Wow. Okay, guys, this stuff is really inexpensive. For 200ml, it's £2.39. Worth your money, worth your time. Older women particularly like this traditional skincare range. The people I've heard talk about this have tended to be older. I don't want to say it's because they've been around since this range came out, because that's rude. I don't know. Older women tend to love this skincare range, and I love it too now. Can you even see it, guys? There you go. The next thing I want to share with you guys is this NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Beauty Mark. I've had this for ages, so I mean I'm kind of cheating including it in my monthly favourites, but I wore it a lot last month and I don't go for a full face, but I still want to put something on. I use this. A lot of my lip colours, I feel like if I'm not wearing a foundation then they just look a bit weird, but this works pretty well by itself, and I think that's just because it's brown. I love it. I feel like it's not very drying at all. I think out of all the lipsticks I own, and I do own quite a few, it's a problem, I'm working on it, I think this is my favourite. It's so easy. I feel like it doesn't require a lot of work. I just line my lips quickly with their with NYX's espresso lip liner, and then I go in with this stuff. Time for a swatch. I just think it's a beautiful brown shade. Right, there we go. That's it swatched. It doesn't transfer because it is a matte lipstick. I'll show you it again once it's dried down in a sec. Next, I want to show you guys this Fresh Nude foundation from the Body Shop. I got it in the shade Caribbean Mahogany. I think it's quite high end, but it's not in the drugstore either. I guess you would say that this is more of a mid-range foundation because it's not crazy expensive, but it's not cheap either. It's £15 at the Body Shop, and it is actually my most expensive foundation. As I said, I got it in the shade Caribbean Mahogany, which is second from darkest in the range. It's got SPF 15 in it. I really like this stuff. I've had it for a little while now. I've had it for, I want to say 2 to 3 months now, but I've only just started wearing it a bit more. I thought I kind of got the colour wrong because when I first used it, I looked ridiculous. I think I went in a bit heavy-handed with it, and I use it with a lighter hand. It looks quite good on me. It's a really full coverage foundation, which I like. It helps to cover up the darker areas on my face. Today I'm wearing one of Rimmel's foundations, which I can't remember which one, but it's the one that comes in the blue packaging with the blue lid. Let me not talk about that. It's really full coverage, which is what I tend to want from a foundation. It smells really nice, and it has a pump as well. I don't really think about the smell of a foundation, but I feel like if I had a foundation that smelled really bad, then that would put me off. I mean, it would put anyone off. But if a foundation had a really overpowering scent, then that would definitely put me off. But at the same time, I don't really look for foundations to smell a specific kind of way. I think I'm going to do a review of this as well. You get 30 millilitres of product, which is typical for most foundations. And yeah, so the last thing I want to share with you guys in this video is a book. And it's actually Pig Heart Boy by Malorie Blackman. Oh. Okay, this book originally came out in 1997, 2 years after I came out. Not out of my mouth. Bad joke. It's a bad joke. Recently, I've rediscovered my love of Malorie Blackman's writing. She was one of my favourite authors when I was younger. I read Noughts and Crosses and Boys Don't Lie. No, Boys Don't Cry. Those are two of my favourite books. I actually need to finish that trilogy before... I think it's actually a series now because I feel like there's a 4th book. But anyway, Malorie Blackman was one of my favourite authors when she was a child. Nope, not when she was a child, when I was a child. I've discovered that she's still one of my favourite authors because her writing, I love her writing as much now as I did then. In the last month, I've read Pig Heart Boy, Antidote and Hacker. If you haven't read any of Malorie Blackman's books, you really need to. She's a fantastic author. She really inspires me. Little known fact about me, I want to write a book someday. There's only so many words to describe her, you know, fantastic, awesome, fantastic. See, I did read that they're going to be making Noughts and Crosses into a BBC drama, so I'm looking forward to that. I did say that that was my last favourite, but let me just throw in one more thing. A person, actually. I want to share one of my favourite YouTubers with you. Her name is Miss Darcy. She's so funny. I watched her read hate comments the other day and her responses were just... She's just funny. She does beauty tutorials, get ready with me's, the occasional story time, and she's just... I just really like her. I don't want to say that she's refreshing or she's real, but she's refreshing and she's real. I'm going to put a link to her channel in the description box. And if you're going to do anything today, it should be subscribing to her channel. And my channel. Seeing as you're here. Ooh, subscribe. Thanks. So that's the end of my first favourites video. Thank you for watching. I wouldn't say it was short and sweet, but at this point, you know, before editing it, I don't know that that's true. Oh, this is it. This is it when it's completely dried down. I forgot to show you. There you go. I hope you like this favourites video. I might do a couple more. I don't think I'm going to do favourites videos every month because I feel like, I mean, there weren't that many products to show you, so we'll see how we go. If you like the video, please go ahead and like it. If you haven't subscribed already, you know what to do. Go ahead and leave a comment if you want to. Okay, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or your evening. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. What is this? What the flip is this? Okay. Like this. So they give you a full and flutty. I just line my lips quickly with the espresso. No, sorry, I'm babbling. So next, woo! When you finally reach puberty.